So in chapter 6, we have 3 problems, problem number 15, 16, and 17. So first problem is problem 15, and this problem is from two-sector economy. Two-sector model. So we have, in the two-sector model, we have C equals C naught plus beta y, and I equals I naught. And plugging this two equation into our aggregate demand identity. So aggregate demand identity for two-sector model is y equals C plus I. So which implies that C naught plus beta y plus I naught. Okay. So rearranging this, we get y 1 minus beta equals C naught plus I naught. So our equilibrium income y star is equal to 1 upon 1 minus beta times C naught plus I naught. That means autonomous spending. So this is our equation 1. Now we need to find the equilibrium level of output and investment multiplier of the model first. And then we need to find the change in this result when MPC is 0.75. And then we need to find what is the equilibrium output and when investment increased by 10 units. Okay. So here, from this model, we can find the equilibrium in income y star equals C naught equals 70. So we need to figure out first that what is our known figures. C naught is 70. Beta is, that means MPC is 0.8, and I naught is 100. So from equation 1, we see that 70 plus 100 divided by 1 minus 0.8, which is equal to 170 divided by 0.2, which is equal to 850. So this is our equilibrium output, equilibrium level of output. And what is investment multiplier? This is equal to dy di from equation 1, which is equal to 1 upon 1 minus beta, which is equal to 1 upon 0.2, which is equal to 5. So we have got investment multiplier 5. Now what is the second part of our question? It says that what changes do you see in your results? So let us find the result. Our y star is now y star mu for MPC from 0.75 to 0.8. So what happens to MPC? Y new star is equal to 170 remains the same, and 0. Sorry, this is actually from 0.8 to 0.75. 0.75. So 0.25. 1 minus 0.75 is 0.25. 680. New investment multiplier equals dy new di equals 1 minus beta. It means 1 minus 0.75 equals 0.25, which is equals 4. Okay. Now our third part of the problem says that what happens to equilibrium output when investment rises by 10 units. So investment rises by 10 units means DI when investment rises by 10 units, then DI equals 10. Okay, so dy by di equals 5, which implies dy equals di equals 10, so 10 times 5 equals 50. So here, what happens to equilibrium means change in equilibrium is 50 unit. So our new y star for di equals 10 is y star new equals y star old plus del y, which is equal to old means 850 plus 50 plus 900. So this is the third part of the our solution is the equilibrium level of output is 850, investment multiplier is 5. So when marginal propensity to consume reduce from 8 to from 0.8 to 0.75, then our new equilibrium is 680 and new investment multiplier is 4. This is our second part of the problem. Third part, this is actually problem 1, problem 2. Third problem is problem 3, which is investment increase by 10 units means DI equals 0.10. So we got the new equilibrium is 900 billion. So this is our solution to problem number 15. Problem number 16 is about 3-sector economy. Let us do some theory first. equals C naught plus beta YD. YD is disposable income. I equals I naught. G equals G naught, because we are now in three sector model. Sector model. And our T equals T naught plus small ty, that means income tax plus lump sum tax, and yd is equal to y minus t. So this is our model, and from this aggregate demand identity y equals c plus I plus g for three sector model, so which is equal to c naught plus beta y minus t naught minus small ty plus I naught plus G naught, which is equal to C naught plus beta 1 minus small t y minus beta t naught plus I naught plus G naught. Y star equals C naught minus beta t naught plus I naught plus G naught divided by 1 minus beta 1 minus t. So this is our equation number 1 in problem 16. So we are given the equations for C equals, C naught equals 80. From this equation we get C naught equals 80, beta equals 0.75, I naught equals 90, G naught equals 200, T naught equals 50, and T equals 15% equals 0.15. Okay, so plugging this into equation 1, y star equals 80 minus 0.75 times 50 plus 90 plus 200 divided by 1 minus 0.75, 1 minus 0.15 is equal to 917.24. After using calculator, we can find 917.24. This is the equilibrium level of output. All multipliers. First, investment multiplier equals dy di equals 1 by 1 minus beta 1 minus t is equal to 2.76 if we insert beta and t. So our beta is 0.75 and t is 0.15. So number 2 is government spending multiplier. Government spending multiplier, which is equal to dy upon dg. dg equals 2.76. Number 3, lump sum tax multiplier. dy dt equals minus beta 1 minus beta 1 minus t, which is equal to minus 2.07. Okay, so this is our first part of the solution. Now what is the second part? Second part says that what would happen to equilibrium output when government spending increases by 10 units and income tax decreases to 10%. So let's see what happens to this. So when government spending increases by 10 units, so dg equals 10, and t equals 0.1. Now 10% means 0.1. So we know that from government expenditure multiplier dy dg equals 1 by 1 minus beta 1 minus t. So our dy equals, which is equal to 1 by 1 upon 1 minus 0.75 1 minus 0.1, which is equal to 1 by 1 minus 0.75 times 0.9 is equal to 3.08. So we can calculate our dy here. dy is 3.08 times 10, which is equal to 30.8. So our y star new equals y star old plus dy, which is equal to 917.24 plus 30.8, which is equal to 948.04. 948.04. In this multiplier, we forget one multiplier here. Multiplier number 4 is balanced budget multiplier. Balanced budget multiplier. And this balanced budget multiplier is when dg equals dt. So this multiplier is dy dg equals 1 minus beta times 1 minus t, inserting the values of beta and small t, we find 0.25 divided by 0.3625, it is equal to 0.69. So equilibrium output is this, and all multipliers are multiplier number 1 is investment multiplier, which is 2.76, as well as government spending multiplier is also 2.76 because they are same. Lump sum tax multiplier is minus 2.07, and balanced budget multiplier is 0.69. This is the first part of the problem. Second part is what would happen to equilibrium output when government spending increases by 10 units. That means DG equals 10. And income tax decreases to 10%. That means T equals 0.1. So our solution to this second part is new equilibrium is Y star new equals Y star old plus dy is 948.4. Okay. So let's go for the last problem, problem number 17 in this chapter, income and spending, which is four-sector model, which contains C equals C0 plus beta y d, yd equals y minus t, t equals T0, I equals I0, G equals G0, and with this information we can find using aggregate demand identity. Y equals C plus I plus G plus NX. Here NX equals NX 0 minus small my. So this is equal C0 plus beta y minus T0 T naught plus I0 plus G0 plus nx 0 minus small my is equal to c0 plus beta y minus beta t naught plus I naught plus g naught plus x naught minus m y, and we can find y star equals 1 minus beta plus m. So this plus beta y and minus beta y should be in the left hand side. So we can rearrange this for y star. So this will be C0, C naught minus beta T naught plus I naught plus G naught plus LX naught. Let's call it equation 1. And we are given here C naught equals 30. I naught equals 60. G naught equals 50. And X naught equals 50. T naught equals also T naught equals 50. And here let us go for beta equals 0.8. So y star equals 40 minus 0.8 times 50 plus 60 plus 50 plus 50 divided by 1 minus beta plus m. Sorry, 1 plus 1 minus 0.8 plus 0.05. Here small m equals 0.05. So this equals 150 divided by 0.25, which is equal to 600. So y star equals 600, and foreign trade multiplier dy dnx equals 1 by 1 minus beta plus small m equals 1 by 1 minus 0.8 plus 0.05 equals 1 by 1 0.25 equals 4. And finally, we need to find out the net export. nx equals nx naught minus small my, which is equal to nx naught equals 50 minus small m equals 0.05 times y equals 600, which equals 20. So this is our first part of the solution let's go for second part. What changes do you see in your result when MPC equals 0.75? So let's do it here. When MPC equals 0.75, we have got our y star equals 30 minus 0.75 times 50 plus 60 plus 50 plus 50 divided by 0.30, which is equal to 152.5 divided by 0.30, which is equal to 508.3. Multiplier dy dnx equals 1 by 0.30, which is equal to 3.33, and for MPC equals 0.75 and NX equals 50 minus 0.05 times 508.3, which is equal to 24.58. So this is our second part of the problem. First part, we have got the result as y star equals 600, money multiplier 4, and net export balance is 20. But the second part, when MPC is 0.75, then we have got y star equals 503, foreign trade multiplier 3.33, and net export balance 24.58. So we see that when MPC decrease, national income, that means y star, also decrease from 600 to 508. Multiplier declines, and trade balance NX increase. So multiplier declines from 4 to 3.3. Trade balance increase from 20 to 24.58. National income decrease from 600 to 508.3. So this is the second part. Let's go for the last part, which means what would happen to equilibrium output when autonomous net export increases to 60 unit. So it has two situations. One is when MPC equals original MPC 0.8. So when MPC is weight and NX 0 is 60 unit, then Y star mean equals 30 minus 0.8 times 50 plus 60 plus 50 plus 60 again, because NX is 60, divided by 0.25. 200 minus 40 divided by 0.25, 640. Situation number 2 is when MPC is 0.75 and NX 0 equals 60 unit, Y star mu equals 30 minus 7. What happens? So here there is a problem here. This is actually 30. Our calculation is based on 30 plus. So 30 minus 0.75 times 50 plus 60 plus 50 plus 60 divided by 0.30, 162.5 divided by 0.30 equals 541.67. So this gives our last part of the solution to the problem. What happens to equilibrium when NX 0 increases to 60 unit? So it has two results. One is with MPC is 0.8 and other is MPC with 0.75. So this ends our problem set. Chapter 6, Income and Spending, problem number 17.